Good morning. We are live on Thursday. Good morning. Good morning. It's a little dark in here, but I hope you can see me well. Um, Good morning. It is an amazing Thursday. This is a day that I look forward to because it's a day where I just want to offload some thoughts early in the morning and just help a few people to run. Remember, we are in the second half of the year. So don't mind my voice. I'm just recovering from some flu that was, I think, COVID, because my whole body was beaten up, like beaten. There was pain everywhere. So that must have been, whatever it was, maybe COVID or something, but I've recovered. I'm recovering, but my voice is a little cracky, but not to worry because I will still communicate. So let me see who's in the room. Let's do some greetings with emojis. Please show me emojis. Show me how you are doing wherever you are. Show me where you're, whatever is going on. Buy an emoji. Just show me the emoji. I see you, Sivo. Thank you so much. Good morning. Who else is in the room? If I don't see you, please just know you are welcome this amazing Thursday. Keep those emojis coming. Keep those emojis coming so that we can just make the room hot. Samantha, yes, good morning. Good morning. I see you are sipping your herbal tea. Lovely, lovely to see you, Lukundo. Good morning. Good to have you. I see the love emojis. Yes, I'm feeling so much in love. I'm in love with myself. I'm in love with, so many things that are going on. I was sharing with somebody that I have 6 years to actually travel a lot. I have 6 years to do anything and everything possible for my life because these 6 years, I think I still have the strength. And I know that after 6 years, probably my strength won't be the way it is right now. Maureen, good morning. Good to see you here. Tamara, good to see you. Thank you so much, team, for your support. Thank you so much for showing up. Dr. Sylvia and your lovely husband. Thank you so much, Ray, for your faithfulness and your consistency. You are just out of this world. I don't know if we can have 2-3 raves in our midst, the way the world will be. Chipeti, I see you. Good morning, Isodwa. So anyway, we began the other week. We were preparing on how to just do well in the second half of the year. And we began by talking about how that wherever you are has been as a result of certain standards that you dropped. So we were saying, if you want your life to change and you want to really do well in the second half of the year, you will need to raise your standards. Okay, you will need to raise your standards. That is really, really important. Whatever it is that you are doing, whatever it is that is going on in your life right now, it is important for you to understand that somewhere you dropped your standards, you began to compromise in different areas of your lives. Nompumelelo, I see you. Good morning. Good to have you here. You compromise somewhere. So just begin to interrogate different things in your life and begin to upgrade. Attend to each and every piece of your life. Begin to introspect and see your marriage, your children, time, when it comes to time, your education, whatever is going on, your spiritual life. Begin to just add a little more value to it and, just raise your standard in that particular area in order for you to really maximize your greatness. Because I tell people I can predict your wealth. I can actually predict your wealth, and your wealth is by the things that I see you do each and every day. If you continue doing the same things when the world has shifted, things have changed, but you are doing same things over and over that are not really adding value to your life, then I can actually predict how your 2024 shall end and how your 2025 will start. Then we spoke last week about changing your beliefs. The issue of mindset is a killer. Many people are failing to become, they're failing to fulfill the reason they were born because the set of rules in their mind is a hold, it's a stronghold. And because it's a stronghold, it's a strong perception. And a strong perception is a strong belief that you have that you can't do this, or you can only do that much. There are people who are so great within, they are so powerful within, but because they've got a stronghold that they cannot do certain things, or this other thing belongs to certain people or certain class of people, their set of rules have actually limited them. So what I was saying last week is you need to actually change your limiting beliefs. You need to get people to assess you, check you out, and give you positive feedback. Since when did you sit with your mentor to just analyze where you are at, what is happening? Even the issue of sitting with a mentor is a stronghold, because many times I have seen people and I've heard people who withdraw from a mentor because they are going through difficult times. It's all a set of rules. It's a mindset that has told you withdraw from a person who should help you or speak into your space in order to uplift you. It's all a mindset, and I'm not going to delve deep in there, because if you are in my team, you know that these are things we are talking about almost on a daily basis in order to get you into the space where you can thrive. Today, I want to talk about changing your strategy. Changing your strategy. Come on, if you feel that is what you need in the season, I want you to write it down in the chat room. Changing your strategy. Change your strategy. Whatever you are doing, whatever is going on right now, if you continue doing the same things over and over, I can predict your future. Listen to me. Whatever you have to become, whatever needs to change in your life, there is a way in which you've got to learn to make different decisions. Different decisions, because it is your decision, okay, that you made last year, the decision you made 10 years ago, that has brought you where you are right now. Some of you, your career has been trapped somewhere because the time you were supposed to go back to school, the time you were supposed to be studying, you were doing something else. You decided. The relationship you are in, my friend, this thing of blaming your partner, blaming your former boyfriend, blaming somebody who so-called, destroyed your heart or broke your heart. It is all in the package of decision making. And therefore, what you require in this particular season is changing things you've been doing wrong. If, for example, you are in the third relationship, and if you assess yourself, the way you were behaving in the previous two relationships, the way you were treating that boyfriend, the way you were treating that girlfriend, is the same way you are treating this latest one. My friend, I can predict your relationship. I can predict very soon you are going to be disappointed. Very soon you are going to leave that relationship with a broken heart, because you are not changing strategy of how to deal with relationships. You are not changing decisions. So a strategy, it seems like a big word, but really it dawns down to decisions that you are making. Now, when you find, for example, let me give you an example. When you find a mentor, okay, for now, you look, so some of you, I am your mentor, right? So now you look at last year, where your life was. You see the things that you may have achieved, and you see that you didn't achieve much. You see that there's still more. You are not so fulfilled. You know what you're supposed to do? This time, you either have to change your mentor, because you've got to change some strategies, or change your relationship, the way you relate with your mentor. So either change the relationship or change the way you relate. Make decisions on how you will relate with a person of value, because you are simply, where you are is because of something you did not handle properly, or somebody you did not treat well, an opportunity you did not treat well. That is why you are where you are. There was an opportunity, there was a favor that showed up, and you did not maximize in that favor. This is why you are where you are. In the second half of the year, change how you relate with people who will open doors for you. Change how you relate with things, a job, a business. If you are employed, listen to me and listen to me good. If you need favor from your boss, if you need promotion in a way, there is a way you need to change within. You need to develop likability. Change how you relate with your boss, because whatever you do, my friend, you need your boss to endorse your next position. You cannot avoid your boss. I won't mention the name, because if I do, it will show exactly who I'm talking about. They just got, promotions at their workplace. And so she was very sad because two of her friends did not get, the promotion. Then I interrogated her. I said, tell me, the reasons why the person hasn't been promoted. And then no, but I think the boss is unfair, because I think there was a time when she confronted the boss and reported the boss to the boss because of what the boss was doing against her, that the grade she was given when, my friend, that is lack of emotional intelligence. That is lack of emotional intelligence. How do you report a boss to the boss when what they are doing is an assessment of your performance? What are you supposed to do instead? Why don't you look at the things you haven't been doing well and start improving in those areas? So that when you improve, the boss, this immediate boss, who have no choice. I know marketplace dynamics, sometimes someone can just hate you naturally. Well, are you going to just say the person hates me naturally? My friend, you have to work at it to change your strategy on how you will treat that boss and how he has to like you. That boss must like you at all costs. So you must try your level best to find different ways, because if that particular boss is involved in your promotion, you are not going. Okay, so you want to engage in dangerous prayers for him to die. Is that what you're going to wait for? That he must die in order for you to succeed? Well, he's not dying just now. He is still there for the next 5 years. So how will your life be in the next 5 years? So there are things that you need to look at to change your strategy. You have to be a preferred person. How are you bringing your services to be lovable, to be likable? Change your strategy, my friend. Be the preferred one. Be the preferred one, because life is about favor. Life is about favor. Opportunities find, go to those who are already on the dancing floor. So what is it that you are doing that is actually shooting yourself in the legs? What are you doing that is shooting yourself in the legs? Because you are not paying attention to, bring strategy. So I was telling you that for the next 6 years, I'm traveling a lot and I'm really building and stretching myself and doing so many things to really maximize. So how many of you know my needs, for example? What are my needs? Okay. My needs are, I need to get, yes, I see you, Tinashe. I need to come to Zimbabwe. That's my need. Okay. So what does it mean for you to change strategy? To change strategy is position yourself. If I'm your mentor, the way I relate with you, avail yourself. Because there are places I want to show you. There are opportunities I want to bring to you. But let me tell you something. In order for those opportunities to come, you've got to avail yourself. You've got to serve and find places of weakness in the people that should give you opportunities. Are you feeling me? Are you listening to what I'm saying? I'm talking, it ranges from you being a professional and you being an entrepreneur. It is important for you to understand life, we depend on each other. We are interdependent. You see why Rave shows up. You see why I cannot resist to go out of my way to ensure that Rave is okay. He's available. He attends to my needs. You will know, even if Rev is sick, he will make sure that this that has been allocated to him to help us show up here and look smart. He is available. So, me who is relating with him, do you think at any moment when I hear Rev is in trouble, I'm not going to run to help him? But some of you, you just want people to help you, people to pray for you, people to do things for you. What are you doing? How available are you to the needs of the person who is supposed to provide an opportunity for you? Come on. I feel like I need to write a book around that because I have a lot of people. My mentor. What am I mentoring? What am I mentoring? Do we even have a plan of measuring the mentorship? Do we have a plan? How am I measuring the mentorship? Because me, I'm not a mentor of just wanting to have too many mentees. No, my pride and my joy comes in when I'm able to clap for you. That is what gives me fulfillment. Fulfillment is not when you are clapping for me. Fulfillment is not when I'm climbing my career ladder and I'm receiving awards. I don't get so fulfilled. That is not the ultimate fulfillment. The reason I was born is to get as many people to their destinies. And that is what gives me fulfillment, ultimate fulfillment. But you know what? I have now developed strategy. I have understood the power of discerning difference. Mike Murdoch puts it very well, that it is in our difference where there is worth. So I've been able now, as I've grown as a leader, to really ensure that I study soils, the differences of soils. What I mean is when people come in my life, those people are soils where I need to plant my leadership seed. I have grown enough to be more strategic so that I do not spread wide the seeds even in wrong soils. When I say wrong soils, hear me well, because I have been a mentor for a long time. There are times when it used to prick my heart without knowing, and please do not misunderstand me. Where you give pearls to pigs, what do you expect? The pig will just go in the mud. Don't blame the pig. Blame you who gave pearls. So now in changing strategy, there is a way in which I am giving out my leadership doors. There is a way I am seeding into certain soils. And those soils must be soils that will give me a harvest. And what is a harvest? Their success. My harvest is a success. My harvest is to see a mentee from January, when I have been with them, to December, they won't cause me shame. Because that is where I thrive. That is where my joy is drawn from. The fulfillment of my leadership is drawn from seeing success. And as we are walking in that success, I know that that achievement they have is the lowest, and they must understand my language. That we don't sit to party over an achievement. Because for me, as far as I'm concerned, their achievement is their lowest success. Because somehow I'm able to perceive in these people who are my soils their greatness. I have learned to be more strategic in discerning soils. And now I don't just plant because someone has come. I don't just plant. I don't just give. I don't just, no. I can give inspiration and whatever. But let me tell you, those that are called to me, those that I know that these ones, they will cause my heart to be merry. These ones will cause me to, go before God, and the Lord will say, well done, good, and okay. I hope you can still hear me. I was distracted there by a call because I'm using two platforms. I'm using Wi-Fi and I'm using the phone. I'm using everything because, as you know, sometimes so I'm frozen here. Please confirm somebody you can hear me, because on my other gadget I'm frozen. Kindly confirm with me. Okay, I'm back. Thank you very much. I'm back. Okay, so now it is important for you now who's listening to me. Some of you, you have, professional mentors, you have business mentors, you have spiritual mentors, you have different people. The wisdom I am giving to you is you need to study what gives joy to the person who is holding the key for your next door. The next door that needs to open. Who has your key? Who has your key? Get closer to them. Try your level best to follow through instructions, because there are things that that person who's holding your key is able to see. Let me give you an example. When Joseph interpreted the dreams for those two people in prison, he perceived these were serving the king at that particular time in Egypt. And so he actually gave a word. When it goes well with me, remember me. Okay? When it goes well with me, remember me. He seeded because he needed a change of strategy. He knew at this particular time, Potiphar's wife and Potiphar's house, he cannot get the benefits. And therefore, he became very strategic to seed wisdom in the relevant people. And time came when this particular one servant remembered him. And now, when the door was open, listen to me carefully. When the door was opened, when he was told that the king wants you and wants you in your space. Listen, I need to draw close here. I need to draw close here. There is an opportunity that comes, and that opportunity is in your niche. That opportunity, you are the one who needs to execute. For example, I've got one lady in my team, Ellen Mubanga. She's here. We began the morning exercises, and because it is a requirement for every person that is under my mentorship, okay, to actually be active when it comes to physical fitness. So we began 6 a.m. We do Monday, Wednesday. I began to lead the whole year. I was leading, setting the tone, setting an example. This young woman showed up and brought in some leadership and said, look, Master Coach, You can look at other things. You can be doing other things. I will hold this boat. Whether you are there or not there, just know, as long as I am here, you better know that this thing will happen. It is, I think, now 3 years. I don't have to show up. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking. Money, certain positions, and being the best in that place. When Pharaoh had a dream, the strategy that Joseph had, come on, somebody needs to help me here. The strategy that Joseph had was first and foremost not to show up the same way with a long beard, as much as he loved the beard. As much as to be a Jew, you are identified by a beard. But the person who is holding the key does not appreciate your beard. Like I do not appreciate late coming. I do not appreciate, that child of Israel mentality. You better study your leader. Child of Israel mentality. He made known ways, Psalm 103. He made known his words to Moses and his activities or his acts to the children of Israel. People who are waiting for activities. There is no initiative in leadership. There is no initiative in leadership. So I love initiative. I love leadership. I love volunteering. Someone volunteering to say, look, I can do this. Guide me on how best I will do it. But I'm ready. I'm positioning myself. I want to man this position. Do you know how the mighty men of David became? They were ordinary men. But the moment they sat in Adullam with David, there were no more small people. Changing your strategy is understanding the weakness of your leader and ensuring they look strong in that weakness. So I have 6 years. This 6, you know why my 6 years is cardinal? Because I'm raising an army, a team of people that will change the state of Africa. Women of integrity, women who will be positioned both in the boardroom and in the bedroom. Young people who are focused. Those are the ones. So you may not be focused now. All I'm saying is when you sit in my team, at least be focused after 90 days. At least start attending and practicing and acting on the things that I say you must act on. Start waking up early. Keep your time. I've set the record. I show up at work 7 a.m. Whether my team follows it or not, I have done my part. The issue here is I'm a time freak. The issue here is I am a leader freak. I need to extract leadership. Initiative. How can we do this? What can we do? How best can we do the Real Woman Summit in South Africa? How best can we do the Real Woman Summit in Zimbabwe? How best can we do in Namibia, in Malawi? I am looking for dangerous girls, dangerous men who can say, look, there's this that we can do. There's this that we can do. That is what I am seeking for. And therefore, I am going to be training people in public speaking. How do you draw an audience? You see how you are stuck to the camera right now as I'm talking? Because I have learned the highs and lows and capturing the screen. I want to teach you. So register for all PLD faithful members, those who are up to date with subscription. Actually, it's you are a small, I think it's for airtime. That is your just a commitment fee. There is no fee actually. For every faithful PLD member, it's free. There is just a small for airtime that you've got to contribute for data. That's it. It's actually free. But any person who is not in PLD And if you're in PLD and you're a runaway PLD member who doesn't, pay subscription, you want the admin to follow you, I'm so sorry. You have to pay the amount. But I want to train people that I'll be moving with. I want to train you how to be loved, how to be appreciated, how to rock a stage and people want to seek for you. So I'm going tomorrow to Namibia. When I just land, another flight, Nigeria. When I just land, another flight to South Africa for the launch of the Boardroom to Bedroom. We are also going to duplicate the UN 2023, 2024 awardees, and also those that are aspiring for 2025. So we are going to duplicate this in all the countries where I have mentees. So let's do live. Yeah, let's do live. I'm looking for you. Thank you so much. Do have an amazing Thursday. Looking forward to training most of you as public speakers. Shalom, shalom.